Well, good morning, church. Yesterday we asked, what do you need from God? What would help you? And I shared with you two wonderful things. We studied them here at camp in one of our lessons. You need the power of God to help you, and you need the guidance of God to help you. And we looked at numerous verses for that. Let me give you two more this morning. Part two of what do you need? You need His presence. Sometimes when I was a kid and I was working on something, or my dad would send me out to do something. I remember once he asked me to change the oil in our lawnmower when I was real young. I got out there and had no idea what I was doing. I had probably seen him do it before, but I didn't really pay attention to where the oil comes out and all that. So I had to go back and get him. Wasn't happy about that, but I had to get him to come help me do that because I needed his presence there with his instruction. And here's some of the truths of the scriptures. God is present with us all the time. Jeremiah 29:13, if you seek me, you will find me when you seek me with all your heart. Psalm 41:10 says 41 is all about when you go through the fire, when you go through the water, you go through deep waters, when you go through trials, I am with you. You are mine, God says, and I am with you. Hebrews 13:5, I will never leave you nor forsake you. There's a beautiful promise in that passage that He is always with us. Matthew 28:20 in the Great Commission. We go into all the world and preach the gospel, and He is with us always. So His presence is always with us. Psalm 23, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. So He's always with us. His presence is always with us. Joshua 1:9 says, be strong and courageous, and know that the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So we have the power of God, the guidance of God, and His presence. And then one of the most beautiful things to me is that we have His strength. It's not in our strength that we need to try to live a sanctified and holy and righteous and godly life as salt and light here on earth. It's in His strength that we're able to do that. And Psalm 41:10 says, I will strengthen you. Nehemiah 8:10, the joy of the Lord is my strength. So how do I get that joy? Well, John 15:10 and 11 says, if you abide in me and I in you, I will give you my joy, Jesus says. We'll have Jesus joy. I love Jesus joy, by the way. It's one of the greatest things you can have because it's strength, and it's strength to endure anything. Looking unto Jesus, Hebrews 12, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy set before Him endured the cross. Psalm 21:7 just simply says, the Lord is my strength. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. We learn from the armor of God, by the way, that we're to be strong in the Lord in Ephesians. We're to be strong in the Lord, not in ourselves, but in the Lord and the power of His might. And then 2 Corinthians 12:9, last one for this morning. I know I've thrown a ton of scriptures at you this morning, but I love being at camp where I just get to wrestle all these things out. 2 Corinthians 12:9, we are to glory in our weakness, Paul says, because when I am weak, then He is strong. And Paul's talking about in me. I am strong in the Lord when I am weak in me. That's where His strength is. So you guys wrestle some of those scriptures, meditate on those, and we'll see you back soon. Thanks for watching.